Hey everyone, so welcome to this dev vlog where I'm going to be showing my progress on my game. So if you like coffee or you like video games or you're a new dev, I'm going to be posting every week or so. I'm Raph, I'm one of the dev on this game. I'm going to be coding. I am the game designer as well on the game. And yeah! Alright, so this is the intro, thank you, and let's get started on this dev vlog. So what would be a day making a game about coffee without making an actual coffee? So the very first thing I do in the morning is I make myself an absolute delicious flat white. And sometimes I make V60 or filter coffee, but you know, I can't live without my delicious flat white. Alright, so the very first thing I do in the morning usually is I check my tasks. And that day I needed to work on the coffee machine. I had the model done, but I needed to be tweaking its rig, adding a slider for controlling the amount of water that is in the coffee machine, and as well as displaying that water. So I needed to add two things. I also needed to add a filter so that we can easily drag a paper filter into the machine and make it work. But I struggled a lot with the rig because when I changed the rig and re-exported it in Unity, the prefab was all messed up, so I kind of wasted like maybe 4 or 5 hours there. Yeah. Alright, so you can see right here the water that I was talking about, the water tank that is done, and now I'm starting modeling the filter, which again I spent way too much time working on this, and 3ds Max would never stop crashing, so that kind of took forever. But yeah, at the end I managed to make the filter, which wasn't supposed to be a problem. So what I want is to have a filter so that we can drag with the mouse and put it in the basket, just like when you do a coffee in the morning using a machine, drip machine. Yes. Yeah, so I then started working on the slider. This is to control, you can see the gap on the left. This is to control the amount of water that is in the tank. So it's just a very simple slider that needs to go up and down in the game for the player to choose, or the barista to choose how much water is in the tank. Yeah, so like I said earlier, once I was done with the modeling, so the fixing of the models, I exported to 3ds Max and realized that the prefab was completely destroyed because I changed the hierarchy of the pieces. And so I had to go back and just redo the prefab with all the codes and everything that was in there for it to be functional. And kind of got tired at some point because it was really annoying to redo the work twice. But yeah, managed to pull it off, and at the end it was fully functional. And I needed to now start to code the functionalities. So one of the thing I got stuck on, where you can see me here asking my girlfriend for a math problem, was I wanted to convert at the end of the day it was really simple, but I wanted to convert the slider value, which is, you know, from 0 to 1 probably, up to down, or down to up. And I wanted to convert it to the amount of water that was in the tank, either in milliliters or, you know, the volume. And so at the end, I just reused a function that I already created, which was a remap that you can see right here, which takes 4 values and two values and remaps them to 2 other values, pretty much. So it's an extension class I created. So once that was working, that was pretty much it for a Saturday night, or a Saturday at all, because that is what I was doing this entire Saturday. So then I started, checking some stuff on Trello, making sure I was done for the day, saving, posting something on the Discord, and probably going to eat and then go to spend the night with my girlfriend. Yep, you guessed it. The next day I woke up, make myself a coffee, another flat white, this time with oat milk. Thank you. On Sunday I went back to 3ds Max and thought this filter was garbage. So I went back in Max and remodeled it, and I think it's way better. Right now it looks more like a filter. It's less round, it's a little bit more sharp. I then started working on the mechanic of the filter itself, which is that you can mouse over the filter, click on it and hold, drop it in the basket, and here's your filter. So I started working on that with the code. You can see the final result here, me playing and dragging the filter right in the basket, adding some grounds, which for now are just instant coffee grounds. And the next part for this day, so again Sunday, was to just make sure that when you add water, that you add a filter and some grounds that you can brew, and that the water is going down accordingly in the tank, and then that you cannot play with the slider anymore. So that's what I worked on for maybe an hour or so, and I called it a day right after. Alright, so that's it for this weekend. Again, that was my Saturday and Sunday experience working on Barista Sim. Obviously during the week I'm working as a teacher. I'm teaching video game in Montreal, so if you're interested in the game or future vlogs about the game, you can follow this YouTube, or you can join our Discord. I'm gonna put all the links down below in the YouTube page. And so yeah, on Twitter, Discord, or YouTube, I'm guessing. And see you around.